are a few exercises to help loosen up your thoracic spine, that kind of upper part of your back. So the first one is a nice mermaid. So in sitting position, you sit with your legs in a W stretched position and try and get both seat bones to the ground. If you can't, if you feel one hip's hitching up, you can sit on a pillow, or if it's really bad or causing you any discomfort in your pubic symphysis or your hips, you can sit cross-legged to do this. If it's just a bit of a stretch, then that's fine. It's probably a bit of a good thing. Imagine you've got two walls either side of you. You're going to try and get up and over that wall. So we're reaching up and over and almost pushing away with the hand that's on the floor as we reach up with our other arm. Breath in at that end of the movement and then coming back. Reach up with the other arm, reach up and over. Keep your shoulders drawn down away from your ears, both bottom cheeks in contact with the ground. And you can keep doing this in each direction until you feel like you're loosening up a little bit. Then in this position as well, you can bring your hands to behind your head and we're going to do a rotation movement. So you're going to rotate to the side, put one hand on your knee, the other hand on the mat. Push yourself around that little bit further. Take a breath in there to increase the stretch, then bring your hands back behind your head, rotate to the front, rotate in the other direction. Hands on your foot and on your shin, push yourself around a little bit further. Breath in and then rotate back. So again, keep going until you feel a little bit looser. We'll do 3 or 4 reps of these. A lovely other exercise is a kind of thread the needle movement. So you're on your hands and knees underneath your hips, hands shoulder width apart onto your shoulders. Find your neutral spine, draw your shoulders down and back and lengthen through the back of your head and neck. With your center set, you're going to reach one arm through and rotate. Feel the stretch behind your shoulder and through your upper back. Take a breath in there and then come back. Rotate in the other direction. Reach through. Breath in and then coming back. You can also do this with a short or a long roller. It's easier with the short roller really. And I find this increases the stretch. I get much better stretch with this. You put the back of your hand under the roller and then reach and rotate through. And then you can do it in the other direction as well. Great for rotation is also your classic kind of sore exercise. So you can be sitting with your feet kind of mat width apart, toes pulled up. Arms out to the side, you're going to rotate and then reach for your foot. Take a breath in there and then come back. Rotate and reach. Breath in and back to the front. If that feels too much, you can do it with a short lever. So just arms crossed, reach and a little bow. Or if that still feels too much, you can just do a straight rotation. You can also do your rotation just sitting cross-legged or on a chair, rotating in each direction, trying to keep your pelvis still and isolate the movement to your upper back. You can then rotate and also imagine you've got a torch from your breastbone. Aim that torch up to the ceiling, take a little breath there and then come back. Rotate, little arch back. So it's not a big movement. So you wound your spine right up. So it's right at the end of the range so you won't get a massive movement. But always do that little breath in at the end of the movement because that will increase that stretch further. Day to day as well, when you're walking around, really try and get a good arm swing when you're moving because that is a really quick and easy way to get some movement into your upper back. Another lovely exercise, which is the Pilates type one, is chest openings. You lie on your side with your arms out in front of you. Your knees bent to 90 degrees, your heels in line with your seat bone and your shoulder, as if you're lying along a wall. Here, just pelvic tilt, find your neutral, set your center, then reach your top hip away to create a little gap in your underside. Now draw your top shoulder back as if you're like pulling a bow and arrow. So you draw that top shoulder back to get that breastbone up to the ceiling. Start to rotate, and as that arm moves over, look at that hand as you rotate. Take a breath in there and then come back. Breathe in, breathe out, rotate. Keep the shoulder drawn down away from your ear so that arm doesn't fall back behind the body, it stays in line with your chest. Breath in and then coming back. So as you do this, keep your center try and keep the lower half of your body still and isolate the movement to your upper back. Again, you can just do a few reps of these, maybe 8 or something, just until you feel like you're loosening up a little bit. A combination of any of these would be great to try and improve your thoracic mobility, which is really vital for the rest of your well-being of your body, so your shoulders, your neck, but also your lumbar spine and your day-to-day functioning of all your muscles.